morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is Monday, March 9th, and the market is pretty red as we expected. Oil's way up. Way up. So we'll see what else is going to be popping today. All information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, non-tenant financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How are you guys this morning? And let's see. There's your red heat map. And again, our oil is up. Look at USO. I think it's at 120 something, 122. Oh my goodness, that's up there. That is flying right there. So obviously you'll keep an eye on this battalion oil. This one's running up, and that T-Pet's running up a little bit this morning. And that Indo right there is up a little bit. So a couple that we had mentioned last night. So there you go with them guys. Let's see what else is running right here this morning. Hims and hers. Is it not halted right there? That was cruising back up. And apparently, Novo Nordisk partnership to sell the obesity drugs on platform drove 48% surge. That's huge because they had a lawsuit going. So that's interesting right there. And let's see. Luis Rodriguez, how are you this morning? And we are well off the overnight lows. You're right. It is low. AGH right there, Arius Greenway or whatever, that's running up a leisure one. There's that QURE again running up there. And that's one that we had talked about before. And there's your ELPW. I mentioned it last night, as a matter of fact. Elong Power Holding. There you go, Doge Mama 9. There's a penny stock running for us this morning. And let's see anything else. And remember that other one was reverse split. And which one was it? B-Hat. I believe that. Yep, it did reverse split right there today. So keep an eye on this thing. We'll watch that bad boy to see if it wants to do anything. Let's see your SPY. It's way down. Look how far down you are. And your Qs are way down there, touching that support line down there. So we'll see if that's the dip of the day right there. And if it wants to pop back up, we'll see as it opens up this morning. And then let's see, your gold right here is down and silver is down. Like I had said, I didn't think they looked so great right there. So they are down. And then if you want to take a quick look, your Bitcoin's at 67.5 and Solana's at 83, Ripple's at 134, and Ethereum's at 1994 or 1995 right there. So trying to bounce back up a little bit, but I don't think that they're exactly ready to do anything real crazy. So that's what crypto looks like. But you can see it just kind of curling up a little bit, rolling off the MACD. We discussed that last night. That's what it looked like they wanted to do. And there you go, Sam, Doge, Mama 9, and everybody else. So that is what crypto looks like. That's what our heat map looks like. It is a red one right there, guys. So let's go through and see your IWM is down as well right there. So there you go with them. Your indices down, Apple down, Amazon down. Oh, that's not Amazon. This is going to be Amazon. AMZN. That's Amazon. That's down as well. And Google is down. I thought that one was dipping down some more, and obviously the whole market is. So Meta pulling back right there. And then your Microsoft dipping down a little bit as well. And then your NVIDIA, it doesn't have an S at the end, but NVIDIA is also down, touching that trend line. Call you crazy, but making money short in HIMS today. There you go, Sam. You might be right on that one, to be honest with you, and I'll tell you why. You got that massive pop and you hit the 50, you know you're going to get rejected off of that huge pop. I might have to agree with you right there, Sam. So there you are. Let me know if you start that short. How's that, Sam? And I'll go in with you. Tesla right here dipping down. And what about AMC pulling back a little bit? GameStop had been pulling back right there. It doesn't look so bad. It almost looks like a little healthy pullback. Has that resistance, so we'll have to see if GameStop wants to break out. Chewy is down. Unity is down as well this morning. And a lot of things are down this morning. Netflix pulling back right there. And then let's look at our semiconductors, because they look like they were pulling back. Remember we were saying last night, MU, they did pull back. We have to see what they want to do today now and see if they want to continue their way down. There's TSM right there. And SMCI, that one's down a little bit as well. And then let's see, AMD right here is dipping down, and they all are. They all had that look like they were trying to curl, and they're bouncing around. They're still dipping, and we're in the middle of a war. Oil's running up. everything else is running down, and QCOM's dipping down right there. Snow didn't look so bad last night, but then it pulled back this morning right there. I saw that. And then PayPal down a little bit as well. And then your Intel, that's down. Dell was down a little bit. That had that big old pop. It's still maintaining itself up there, but it is pulled back. IBM, another one. Looks like a little healthy pullback. And then here's your Palantir taking a nice dip right down there. It did hit them 160s. I said it was going to hit 160, but it would ever come back down. It hit 161 Friday. And I do think it doesn't look bad right there, to be honest with you. I'll have to see how it opens up, and we'll go from there with Palantir. Sophie, a little bit of pullback right there, and that's a little healthy pullback. Nothing real crazy. And then your SanDisk right here is up a little bit, but that had been pulling back as well, hitting that 50. So we'll see. It has a lot of resistance above it. So I could see SanDisk having to fall back down a little bit more. Adobe dipping down. Oracle was dipping down a little this morning. Saw that. They have earnings coming up. Is that tomorrow or something? Yes, that is tomorrow for Oracle. Earnings day. So there you go with that. Was it last time? I meant to look before I clicked off of it. Oracle, was it last time they like beat their earnings and the thing went nutty? Was that the day, or was it, like gapped up? I think maybe it wasn't back here because that's a red one. I think it was this one, and they beat it but I forget what the hell happened. Was it that one or before? Was it this one back here? Maybe. I don't remember. I just remember Oracle like beating our earnings and the thing going. When did it pop up like really high? Was it off of this earnings right here? I guess maybe it was this one. And I remember the valuation went up. It had to have been right there on that earnings right there. So anyway, it wasn't the last one. It was definitely this one when it popped up there. And we'll see what Oracle wants to do tomorrow for its earnings right there. That's why I was bringing that up, because our earnings are coming up tomorrow. MicroStrategy is down a little this morning, and it's just kind of hanging out right there. Let's see, Mara and Riot, they're down and just kind of hanging out as well. And CleanSpark right there, pulled back. So CleanSpark getting set up again, but it's not ready just yet. Robinhood down, Coinbase is down, and Bull, I'm sure, is down as well. And it certainly is right there. And let's see what Space is doing. Virgin Galactic, that's pulling back a little bit right there. And what about your Boeing? That's not looking so bad right there. I mean, it could roll off the MACD, come down. I'd have to look at it today, but it doesn't look so bad right there for Boeing. DJT just kind of hanging out. And then your Nike and McDonald's right here. Nike down. I meant to say Nike and Lulu. Nike and Lulu, both of them down a little bit. Nike looks like it could be in a spot to start bouncing back, though. We'll see if it wants to get into the basement right there. And then McDonald's, MC, whatever that is, but MCD right there. Let's see. Whoa, that took a big old dip, too. And we'll have to see if McDonald's wants to move. Disney right here. And that's sitting on the ledge. Yeah, look out below, Luis Rodriguez. That is sitting on the ledge right there. And that thing could get jumping down, so be careful. Oxy ripping up, obviously, with oil and gas, and there you are with that. And then your DXYZ is down this morning, and SATS was also up this morning. Look at that thing bouncing up there. That actually doesn't look too bad right there for EchoStar. And it's set to added. That was the other day. Did it get added to the S&P 500? I have no idea. And let's see what you guys want to look at right here. Oh yeah, where's your jingles at, Luis Rodriguez? Throw them up on the stream or in the X over here, and I'll check them out. You have them up here? I didn't even look. I don't see. I put the jingles up here. Oh, here's the economic calendar. Let's see. What's this one say? Here we go. Hold on.
Wall Street holds its breath this week, waiting for the numbers we seek. Will CPI show a cooling down, or will stagflation stay in town? PCE is the Fed's true guide, nowhere for the truth to hide. Jolties report 1 million jobs, quiet fears and hopeful sobs, and Michigan's feelings fill the air. A fragile trust, a whispered prayer.
There you go. That's our economic calendar. Let's see earnings this week. We have a jingle for earnings, guys. How about that?
This week we watched the ticker tape, hoping for a new landscape. Hewlett Packard and Adobe too, showing what their firms can do. Oracle and Leonard's numbers come, making forecast overcome. Dollar General sales we'll see, a sign of the economy. Campbell's and UPath will speak, a look into the coming week.
There you go. That's a good one too, Luis Rodriguez. That was the overnight futures. We knew they were red from last night, but we'll play it anyway. How's that?
On Sunday night, the futures
I forgot to
fall,
play it last night.
down
We got done the
900
show.
on the Dow for all.
I was exhausted.
The S&P and Nasdaq dip below as WTI crude begins to glow. Russell 2000 takes a heavy slide. With surging energy, there's nowhere left to hide. Watch the global markets open wide with our Sunday overnight guide. Your Sunday overnight futures.
There you go. Very nice, Luis Rodriguez. I like them. And let's see what else is going on. So there were our jingles that I missed last night and a couple good ones right there. Thank you, Luis Rodriguez. And yeah, it certainly did mention earnings, Adobe, Oracle, and all them guys. So thank you. Palantir, like I said, dipping down there. We'll have to see what it wants to do. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It could fall right here. So it hit my spot, 161, Friday, and we'll see. It could definitely dip down off of here and come back down to this 140 area for sure. And we'll have to see if it can really buck down to that 126. That'll be a big jump down, huh? So we'll see what happens with that one as well. And let's see what else is going up. Yeah, it was Oracle had that monster move. Yeah, well, it wasn't the CEO or the owner of Oracle, the founder of Oracle, or whoever the hell it is. I can't. Ellison, isn't that his name? Was he like the richest guy in the world for like a day? It was like crazy. And then it went down, and he wasn't the richest guy anymore. It went back to Elon. But anyway, I think that did happen. I think I'm pretty sure. And great jingles, Lewis. I agree. The jingles are great. I'm telling you, they are excellent. They are a great addition to the show. I don't even think we need to stay on long this morning, guys, because I think we did have a couple we wanted to look at. Boar right here, right? That's dipping down. It looked like it wanted to come down, right? Doge Mama 9. I thought it did last night. I wanted to take a double look just to make sure. And IBM had a look, and that one's pulling back a little bit. We'll see if that's a little healthy dip and rip. And then Michael Anthony had mentioned the soda companies, and they don't look too bad right there. They tend to do well when the markets are doing bad. So we'll see today. I don't know. They don't look perfect, though. So they look like they're bouncing a little bit, but they could continue to dip down as well right there. Oh, we count 122. Oh, my goodness, guys. What did I have? 95-hour calls last week? Holy shit. Could you imagine if I still had them? I expired Friday, but again, holy cow, why didn't I buy more for today? I don't even know why I didn't do that, to be honest. And Rocket Lab down a little bit right there. Your Boyle and Gush, they're both up. Boyle's up right there. You know that. That's a natural gas one. It's running. Gush is running up as well. QCLS, let's see. That one's down right there. And IoT is down as well. And AMPX is down too. So there you go. How about Carmen right here? That one is actually up. It looked like it wanted to run up. Sinez Tech didn't look too bad. It's probably not doing anything. And that IMRX is pulled back just a little bit right there. And your Cato setting up. It's running up. Rivian wasn't looking so bad. It's down a little bit. And that Galt probably isn't doing anything, but not looking bad right there. KXIN up a penny right there for our penny stock. And again, keep your eye on Battalion Oil, T-Pet right here. And of course, INDO. So there you go. You were so tired last night, you just passed out during the show. That's pretty funny, Luis Rodriguez. You did say you were exhausted, and I was pretty exhausted too. I'm not gonna lie. That daylight savings time definitely gets to you. It's kind of crazy. It just, I don't know. It's for some reason just eats you alive when you lose that hour of sleep. It's nice to gain the hour of sunlight. I love that. But that transition this week is always rough. Like the first few days, I'm kind of glad my little guy has off today. And because it's always rough for the kids too. I mean, it's rough for adults. It's really rough for the kids. So There you are. ONDS, that's up a little bit. We'll have to look and see. Well, I don't even know what I typed in there, but UMAC is up, and just keep an eye on that. That could continue to run up a little bit today. ASTS is pulling back some more right there. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. We already looked at Rocket Lab. I was going to look at Redwire if I could type something in today, and that's up a little bit. Not looking too bad right there. That ASPI, ASPI right there is down, that chemical company. And let me see anything else. These guys are down. I know that UUUU and USAR and UAMY. These guys were down this morning. I saw them. And UAVS right here is up a little bit. That's not too bad right there. EOSC, that had taken a nice dip last week, and that's still down a little bit. And nuclear right here is down. SMR down. Oclo down a little bit this morning as well. So there you go. A quick little run around of the market right there, everybody. And I would say that's what our pre-market looks like. So you might be looking at Q puts, but we'll have to see exactly how it opens, because we're already down and hitting that support line. So maybe we see a little bounce play at the beginning. I'll take a look at it and see. We'll be on in the Discord live to see what's going on there. We had some jingles this morning. Let me just see what's trending over here real quick, and we'll go through the news, because we didn't do that. And it says Saudi Arabia starts oil output cuts as shut Hormuz fill storage, and G7 to discuss possible release of oil reserves. Spiking oil prices basically end any chance of a market melt up, says this Wall Street veteran. And Dow futures tumble nearly 600 points as oil tops $100 a barrel, raising stagflation fear. Stagflation trades sweep market as Trump signals wider war, not war end, wider war. So we are in a serious war right there, guys, with Iran, and it's not backing down. HIMS, USO, INDO, all up. Oclo we looked at was down. SPY is down, and the airlines are down still, and we knew they were coming down, and they're still going down right there. So there you go. We were saying to short them down last week, and there you are with that. And that is what our pre-market looks like, everybody. So it is a red morning. We'll see how it wants to open. It could continue. Bitcoin trying to bounce a little bit this morning. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It's crazy, let's put it that way. And your gold and your silver were down as well and look like they're pulling back. So I would say you're seeing a lot of pullback besides oil right here. And look at that thing, oil just ripping along. So there you are with our pre-market. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Doge Mom and 9 and Luis Rodriguez, Sam. We'll see when we want to do them HIMS puts right there. They could work out well. And Luis Rodriguez and everybody else, laptop travel. Robin, driving to work. Hope you have a good day. Joseph, leave you recouping from that surgery. I hope you're feeling better. And everybody else that tunes in, I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. So be sure to follow along on X, YouTube, Instagram. Hit the like button. And like I said, I'll be on in the Discord around 9:15 with Ben. We'll go through the market, see what's going on. But I'm just telling you already, we'll be looking at some Q puts. They could bounce up a little bit. So we might have seen all the big dips right here and a big oil run up. And then as the market opens up, could try to reverse around a little bit. I'm just telling you what it looks like at the moment, because your Qs are already touching. Hold on. Your Qs are touching a support line right here, and they could try to bounce up this morning. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to get crazy. I just think you might have an early morning bounce, and then we'll see if they get dipping some more right there, because they very well could. So just keep an eye on that, and that's what I see in the market. So you guys enjoy the day, and be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits. And goodbye. Good luck. See you later. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning in, everybody.